Hello? Oh my goodness, hello. Am I live? I hope I'm live. Phew. I'm gonna try sitting at my desk today. Ooh, fancy. I have a bit of a sore body. Um, I didn't sleep good. What are you up to? Serena, you're not supposed to go there. Serena, Serena. Sorry, immediately causing trouble. Serena, oh, do you want me to move the pillow? Yes, where I usually sit. Here. Whoa, you love sitting. Huh. She loves sitting where I usually sit. It's a little treat because I'm not sitting there, so she gets to sit there. Ooh, fancy. Fancy dog. You can hear my squeaky chair, possibly. I don't know. Right. Right. Yeah, so my body kind of hurts, so we're going to be chill. I'm exiting studio mode so I can look at myself. Oh, my goodness. What did I say I was going to do? I said I was going to do the hair. I was going to make sure all her eyes are colored in. And then I was going to. There's like one tree in the background, and then I'm done with this particular scene. I don't know if anyone's going to show up tonight, but if you do, greatly appreciate it. Oh, sleepy. Um, do. So I need to pick a hair color. We're gonna go with something kind of desaturated. And then we're just gonna go. We're gonna go for it. Do. And then that's it. That's life. I tried to do a little piano before, but I kind of got distracted. Didn't really do my piano lessons today. Or practice. I haven't had lessons in forever. I'll have lessons whenever I have money again. Won't that be crazy? Then I'll learn how to play even better and it'll be great. It'll be a great fun time. Pretty Mouth updated today. Always fun to update Pretty Mouth. I saw some of you comment. Specifically people who show up. Hi Victoria, nice to see you. We're having a mellow stream. I guess they're always kind of mellow, but it's like extra mellow because I'm going to move extra slow because my hand hurts. I didn't start at the beginning. That would be a good place to start. Let's start at the first page. Should we go over the multiply layer? Honestly, yeah. Oh, I hear Ursula getting out of her room for some reason. Ugh. How has everyone's Monday been? I hope everyone's having a good Monday. Oh, does his hair need colored in too? Oops. I guess we'll go for Dylan's hair after. But not Trixie's. Trixie's will be already colored in. We're just gonna finish up all the little bits. I was working on writing today because I've started writing in a notebook, which is exciting. Went to class today. It was meh. That sucks. Well, I hope you have a good, not class time. Free from class. Freedom time. Ugh. Yeah, I was writing. I wrote some isms today. My goodness, I was writing stuff about Dennis's dad, and my God, that man. You mean the child abuser is also not super, like, cool. It's not free time now because I have to work on commissions. Oh no, I'm sorry. I hope your commissions are more fun though. That's too bad. My cats are locked up currently because they decided to start playing piano. Yeah, kinda. Well, hopefully things perk up a bit, you know? Things can always get better. Are you having a good Monday? Yeah, I'm having a good Monday. Having a pretty good Monday, I would say. I forgot to update Pretty Mouth on Webtoon, so I didn't wake up to a bunch of comments, which sucks, because I usually make them come out before I wake up, so that I wake up to comments. So I had to wake up and fix that instead. Let the cats play piano. They are artists. They can play piano if they put on headphones. They can't blast it in the middle of the night. It is so cold out. I love it. So I have my windows open, so I definitely cannot be blasting piano out the windows. Hey there, hello, how are you? Cat. Some. Cat. I'm gonna give up, I'm sorry. It's probably a dyslexia thing. Kathy? Okay, yeah, I think it's Kathy. Okay, that makes sense. I have an aunt named Kathy. I have a lot of aunts. My mom has 6 siblings, and they all have names that start with K. All good, no one can say it? Okay. That's fair. That's good I'm not alone. I'm like extra bad though, so like it was all against me. I'm just very bad at reading. Learning disability. That's my cop out. Though most streamers have learning disabilities. I have a theory that in order to be a streamer, you have to have ADHD, and ADHD is like super comorbid with learning disabilities. Kathy. Ayy. I think we left off at this one. Oh, right, and I have to do this panel. But that's a fancy panel, so we'll worry about that when we get to it. Loving your pages? While I have ADHD now. Yeah. I mean, it's like, it's very common for artists to be somewhere on like the neurodiversity train. There we go. But yeah, then combine that with like ADHD. Like, I think you need ADHD in order to stream because it requires you to multitask, and normal people can't multitask. Like, they're always telling you can't multitask. However, in order to be a streamer, you have to be able to multitask. And since neurotypical people cannot do that, I'm often being told that multitasking is impossible, since they can't do that. is where we shine. Every single live streamer I've ever watched has at some point been, they're like, hey, guess what? I have ADHD. And I'm like, I know. It should be like in the DSM. I can multitask, but I'm terrible at it. I mean, I'm not saying we're good at multitasking. It's just like our brains, we default to multitasking. It doesn't mean we fully focus on anything. You just flip between thing after thing, and having like a constant stream of like word association in your head is kind of a necessity for live streaming. Basically all of live streaming is just being able to do two things at once and follow a random line of word association in your head that just brings you into various topics forever. I've never watched one of the streams before. I was always too shy. Oh, well, welcome to the stream. We love our shy guys. You're making your webcomic on Procreate. That's so cool. I love Procreate. I don't think I would have gotten into art without Procreate. I'm not really the main artist. I'm like the colorist for now. I want to learn to ink. That's what I'm alluding to. I want to learn how to ink in order to help even more. But Procreate has helped me really get into it. I'm just really bad at like sitting down in a desk and doing things because I'm autistic and I want to sit really weird. And iPad, being able to draw on iPad really has opened up a whole world of being able to draw digitally for me. Yeah, 100%. Right, we're moving into this one. Okay, so now we need to make sure to also do Dylan's hair after this. We'll do Dylan's hair and then we'll figure out all of Amanda's eyes, because clearly they're not shaded in here, and there's one tree missing. There's still one tree I haven't colored in for some reason. I was making note of it last night. I was doing like all of the shading last night. Sunday streams are so quiet, but you know, it's Sunday. It's to be expected. I'm debating, by the way, Procreate and Clip Studio. I have both. The only reason I do Procreate instead of Clip Studio is because Procreate is a one-time purchase on iPad, right? So is it just chatting vibe, or can we ask questions? What's the vibe of Sunday streams? Any stream, this stream, future streams, it's chill. You can ask questions. I'll answer. I like getting questions. It gives me prompts. I don't have to fully rely on my brain matter. my brain matter. I mean, I do have to rely on that, but I fully rely on just like little anecdotes, because I do run out of things to say. And I just start going boop, boop, boop. But that said, I'm not always the best at answering questions really goodly, because I'm a little focused. But I try my best. I mostly am just here to body double, to be your background noise while most of you are working on things like commissions and such. Commissions, comics, schoolwork. Does school do Americans go to school? Wait, are they in school yet, or is that like this month or next month? When is that? When do Americans go to school? In Canada, it's always after Labor Day. some people went back recently. So is this like a comic or webcomic? I guess it's both, because there's a physical version of it. For now, like the only real version that's like complete that you can get, because it came out originally in black and white. The first 3 volumes are available on my store, possibly? I say with such confidence. My itch.io has the ebooks. I haven't reordered physical copies of the books in forever, but I think you can get those on Lulu Press, because I do the print on demand or whatever. Oh, her hair is done here. Okay. Is it done here? No. Okay, that's probably the one I started with. But I've recently rebooted this one. I've recently rebooted this one in color, because we went on a big long hiatus and we lost a lot of momentum, and online people love color, and I thought it'd be a good way to like revitalize the comic. And since I'm not like the main artist, it's not like taking away from getting further in the comic. That's the canvas size. Some people went back recently, but oh right, I was asking. Okay, the canvas size, 2,500 pixels, I guess. It's an oddly shaped comic. Don't tell Bones I'm still awake. Bad. Trouble. Question. You don't have to answer it goodly. When you have too many story ideas, how do you choose the one to pursue? Is it based on practicality? If I have too many story ideas, I guess it depends on whether or not like I plan to do, like, is it you have story ideas that you want to work on and like haven't started, or is it that you are working on multiple things at once and you don't know which one to pick? For me, deciding whether or not I want to make something into a project is very vibes based, I'll be real. It's like a mix of like what I want to do and what's sellable, but not. I don't think about it too much, honestly. Oh, look at you, Ursula. She's the art lady. That's who's talking. That's Ursula. She did the art. Also, hi Tuesday. I don't think I said hi. I think I got so focused. When it comes to deciding like which comic to be working on, it's never the one I should be working on. Let me chill. You better sleep. I mean, I can't stop you. Also, like, you don't have a job. So it doesn't really matter if you stay up, does it? Z. I mean, a viewer's a viewer, right? Even if she's in the exact same house as me. That's right, I'm unemployed. Yeah. Enjoy it. Ain't no rest for the wicked. I don't think about it too much. It's genuinely the most helpful thing I've ever heard. I'm a chronic overthinker. I keep talking myself out of making my comics. That's basically it. Is like, you can like really think about these things a whole lot, but the answer is always just work on your comics. If it doesn't work out, it was good practice, and if it does work out, you had a good time. As long as you're taking steps, you're moving forward, I guess, is kind of the feeling. Because, like, I currently have 5 comics going. But that's because I've been working for years. And now I'm, like, re-releasing stuff. So I have so much of a backlog. And I wouldn't get there just thinking about it, you know? We wouldn't get there just thinking about it. Gotta include Ursula because she's here. I can't take all of her credit. But as soon as she's asleep, I'm gonna take all the credit again. You build up a backlog before releasing? A little bit of a backlog. What's kind of happened now is we released 2 comics like years ago, and after a while, like the algorithm kind of just like never recommends them again. So I'm just re-releasing them. I've given some like a fresh coat of paint, and others I'm just putting in a vertical format, and it's kind of like the Disney Vault, you know? Except I'm not a giant megacorp, so it's therefore cool and legit. I've been watching your videos for ages. The way y'all are so relatable motivates me. Cool that you're I was relatable to you. Any music to write comics to besides your soothing voice? Oh my goodness. My voice is music. Music to write to. I don't know. I just listen to whatever I want. I guess whenever I'm writing, sometimes I have to turn off playlists that have words. Like that's sometimes something that gets in the way, but usually it doesn't really. What gets in the real way is if the music has words and they're catchy and I sing them and I hurt my voice and then I can't stream. That's my main issue. Otherwise, I don't know, just listen to what I like. Do you have a Discord? Yes, we have a Discord. I think it's linked below. I'm not sure. It's hard to link to a Discord, isn't it? You need like a whole fancy linking thing. So it's either underneath this video or underneath our other videos. People find it, so I'm going to assume. It's 100% on our Patreon. I think it's listed there for certain, but I don't know if it's... I don't know. What was I doing? Oh, Dylan's hair. It's kind of like not in every page, which is making it a little difficult. There we go. My little guy. Oh, I missed some of Amanda's hair. A fool I was. Let's grab the Dylan color again. Back at it. Here's an invite link to the Discord. Oh no, I don't think you're able to put links if you're not like a mod. Just because we get those bots and things, you know? We depend on Ursula unless she's fallen asleep. Which is very likely. She can fall asleep mid-sentence, so. So we did this one? No. I use Krita to draw comics. I usually do storyboard, sketch, line art, color. Because I get lost if I don't. It's good to have like a what would that be called? A process. That's what it's called. Yeah. It's good to develop your process. Whatever works, you know? We're in a great age where like you can do art on so many programs, and there's like free accessible ones, which is amazing. As opposed to the Adobe days where all there was Photoshop. Oh no, I've gone back in time. Nope, that's the wrong stack. Well, there's so many ways to get art done, and there's so many more drawing tablets. Tuesday beat you to it. Hell yeah. I used to use Clip Studio Paint, but I'm too lazy to get it working on Linux. That's fair. Yeah. It's one of those things to just not overthink, right? Just learn a program and stick to it. Like, some do better things than others, but like at the end of the day, you can draw with ketchup, you know? Like, it's not. There's a low bar to entry. You need ketchup and an iPhone, and you can do a webcomic. Ketchup, iPhone, and a dream. They all have same capabilities. If I need a brush, I just make it. Why is my iPhone sticky? Maybe you dropped it in the ketchup. I didn't tell you to cover your iPhone in ketchup. I meant to take pictures of said ketchup. Okay. So there's a few pages where Amanda's eyes are not colored in. So that's what we're working on now. Gotta get the whites of her eyes. I also interpreted it as covering your iPhone in catsup. Well, that's my fault then. If enough people are misinterpreting me, I clearly messed up in my delivery, and I think that you shouldn't take me seriously as a writer anymore because I failed at that simple communication. This one? Yes. Why is she Amanda? Where are the other Amandas? Amanda, singular. Stupid. This is like when they made tripods smell like strawberries. What? Oh, tripods? Tripods. What smelled like red in? Oh, Batman theme. Minute. Love it. Thank you for that. I've been blessed. I keep getting like confused by the cat's fountain. It's making fountain noises, and I'm like, water? And as a homeowner, yeah, brag, flex. As a homeowner, I hear water and I I'm like, oh god. Oh god, I'm gonna have to pay for a whole new roof now. Oh god, it's over. Another cheat I found on accident with comics is to render the drawing for blushes or small details, then just use multiply on top. I wish I had water in my home, swimming pool. I have a tiny little cat fountain. Our roof used to leak. We got a temporary fix, and it's temporarily fixed things for months. Maybe a year. Actually, I think that's called flooding. Yes, that is flooding. I keep having dreams about tornadoes because we had a tornado. I woke up to a tornado alarm on my phone a bit ago, and I thought, oh my god, I better have a shower before a tornado hits. So I got out of bed. That's the only reason I got out of bed on time this weekend. It was like, oh, severe thunderstorm warning, oh, tornado warning, and I'm like, well, it looks nice right now, so I should have a shower, because you're not supposed to have a shower when it's storming. I missed some eyes here. And then we put all the cats in boxes and put them in the basement and traumatized them. And we got like a downpour for 5 seconds. I kind of figured there was like I don't know if it touched down. There was a funnel cloud that wrecked a home hardware somewhere. So yeah, or maybe it was a Home Depot. I think it was a Home Depot. I think it just wrecked the roof of a Home Depot. What blew mine? Y'all have tornadoes for some reason. I thought you live in BC. Are you in SC as well? That happened? I don't know what SC is. Well, I'm in Ontario. Just the state. We get hurricanes, not tornadoes. SC. South Carolina? I don't know the states. You said SC and I was like, Saskatchewan? But that's like, does Saskatchewan have a C in it? I know it has a K. Wait, does it have a K? Yeah, South Carolina? Okay. I thought so. I've always had tornado drills as like a kid, but there's never really been tornadoes. They're definitely picking up now for some reason. I can't possibly imagine any reason why the weather patterns have been changing, but yeah, we've been getting more tornado alerts. The weirdest thing, okay, this scary? I don't know. The thing I learned about tornadoes is that they're not any more likely to hit cities, or any less likely to hit cities as they are to hit the middle of nowhere. There's just more middle of nowhere to hit. Like cities don't inherently stop tornadoes or anything. They just are less likely to hit a city just because it's like throwing a dart at a board kind of thing, which is wild to me. I'm from Pacific Northwest. The trees in some of Ursula's drawings were too nostalgic, so I assume you live just north of us in British Columbia for some reason. PNW, Pacific Northwest. I think Twilight Prince. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I know that. It's similar, right? It doesn't have the mountains or anything, but it would be a similar biome. It's not part of the Canadian Shield or anything, right? The Rockies is distinct from that. But it's a lot of the same trees, I guess. A little less so, because like out east, the fires aren't really a thing. I mean, they are a thing. They shouldn't be a thing. They're very rare. They should be very rare. Our forests aren't kind of built around that. Trees but no mountains. It's very rocky. It's Canadian Shield. It's in the Canadian Shield. Yeah. I actually took some time to figure out where like Pinewood would be on a map, roughly. So it's up north. What's actually interesting about Canada as a whole is more Canadians live south of Seattle than north of it. Most Canadians live in Ontario, and they live in the little dip thing, which makes them south of Seattle, which is crazy. I live south of Seattle. I was gonna say like, I was like, oh, I moved. Do I still? But no, I moved souther. It's just cold because it's the East Coast, and the East Coast has what circle of hell is the cold one? Maybe I'm Canadian without knowing. I too live south of Seattle. Not directly south. It's like south and then all the way east. My dad lived in Seattle for a while. The ninth circle of hell? Thank you. Thank you for bringing the knowledge. What is this tree? I supposedly missed a tree. Supposedly there is a tree not colored in. I'm trying. Oh, I think I found it. I found it. It's sneaky. Sneaky tree. Oh my god, it's like... It's gotten covered by other stuff, so I'll just do it up top. Yeah, there we go. Sneaky little tree. Hiding up there in Trixie's hair, you little jerk. Good night, sleep well? Sleep well. Oh yeah, good night, Ursula. Be asleep. You use a lot of black when drawing. Do you ever do the sideways lines for like implied depth? I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry, I'm a little confused. The reason why this is so black is because it's originally like a black and white comic. Like, this is just like a colored version of it, so it's kind of standalone. So it has a lot of, it pays attention to like negative space and stuff. Like, this is what the pages usually look like. I don't know what it's called, I'm sorry. Oh, it's fine, it's fine. Sideways lines for implied depth. Hatching? Oh, like cross hatching and stuff? Yeah, there's like those. Like that kind of thing. Holy crap, I do love the shapes. Yeah, they're nice. There's some good shapes. Look at that. I love Tammy there. Tammy. Mm. Yeah, but like more what I'm working on is like really older pages, so it's like the beginning of like learning that kind of stuff. Not the very beginning. The very beginning is Pretty Mouth, which is our other comic, which is the one I'm re-releasing. Okay, what do I have to do now? I think so I can't so I have to finish like this page, but I think I want to just think about that one. I don't want to do it on stream because there's like a cool little thing happening in the middle and I want to have like colors and stuff. It looks like I picked some colors for this page, so I'll do that because I need to, in order to like do like my vertical stuff, I'm gonna need to have this section all done anyways. So let's get these middle two scenes done. I want to get better at hatching. I always just cross hatch without really using it too well to create form. I don't know. We'd have to ask Ursula her tips and tricks on that because I'm not an inker yet. It's my dream. My dream is to ink. But I've not yet realized said dream. I'm gonna grab water. It's right behind me, isn't it? Yeah. I won't even be gone. Clang. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. There's like these weird like little table things that slide out of my desk. I don't know what they're for, but I like resting my arm on them. They're really cool. Sup, Kairos? Hello. Sketching is more important, in my opinion. I mean, they're all part of it, right? You know? I guess sketching you could say is more foundational because you can get away with just sketching. And like the list of in the order of like what you can get away without, writing is gonna be the one you can't get away without, when it comes to making comics. You have to have some sort of writing. Not text. Just writing. Okay. I just remembered rushing sketching and planning, and my planning backfired. Yeah, you need a good foundation. Definitely. Sketching and planning out is very important. The thing about sketching is it kind of should look kind of messy and effortless, but it should be a lot of thought going into said mess. Comic I'm working is a slime turned into a girl and basically gets adopted by a knight, but they don't know it's a monster. Ooh, exciting. I like it. I like it. Have you ever tried brush inking with India ink? It's really fulfilling. I found it helped me make digital art inking less daunting. I don't know if I know we have India ink. I haven't done a lot of traditional in a while. I'm just gonna start with comics, I'm just gonna start running. Practice as I'm on the page, That's my secret. Learn on the page, because then you're still getting pages done. And if you're strong enough, you won't delete your pages. I'm excited. Avo updates tomorrow, which is the best feeling. We're almost there. I'm gonna start running, learn on the page. More advice. Yeah, it's true. I've decided to take some writing inspiration from you and added added child murder to my story. Aw, thank you. I'm glad I could inspire. I did something here. Damn. I'm flattered. I was writing some... We ain't beaten the allegations. What allegations? Life hack, reference gathering after storyboards. Oh, life hack, remembering to save references you find. I've gotten a lot better at that. Like, I collect references. I draw crude little, like, drawings and diagrams for Ursula to understand what's in my brain. Underrated? Using emojis in your comic scripts. Ugh, saves you so much time. I highly recommend using an absurd amount of emojis in your comic scripts. I'm writing my scripts on paper for the first time because my computer broke. That's a whole thing. R.I.P. Grilly. But yeah, I'm writing on pen and paper, and I'm like figuring out my flow. It's been going well. I'm working on volume 6. Yeah, volume 6 of the Magpie now. On paper, I wrote some extreme ableism. It was really fun. Fun? Question mark? I don't know, man. I clapped because Pinterest randomly takes down the best ones. Yeah. I always do little screenshots. I keep them. You should just make your comic script entirely emojis and make Ursula interpret it like Egyptian hieroglyphs. I mean, that's not far from the truth. It's like Ursula pays attention to the words I write anyways. We've discussed, haven't we? We've discussed at length Ursula's ability to completely not read things. We love her. We love her despite her flaws. Maybe because of her flaws. Okie dokes. Let's work on her little pink. A little bit of a pink shirt. Yeah. So cute. Can I show you some pages? I've posted them and I want thoughts. No. um Simply because I do a critique stream once a month for patrons, where I look over people's pages and stuff. So I can't I can't really look over other stuff is all, because it's not fair to the people who pay for that stuff. Thought I'd ask. I completely understand. No problem. I love yapping and looking at things. I'm also busy. That's another part of it. Got stuff to do here. It's my art time because I've been writing during the day. Shocking twist. Dennis's dad, kind of racist. I can't believe he's a child abuser and a racist. Like, say it ain't so. I had such a high opinion of him. Dada canceled? No way, Dennis's dad a bad person? Dennis's dad, born in the 1800s, racist? He old. He's so old. Ugh. Picture in my hand. I know. I always thought Dennis's dad was such a good person. I'm always struggling. I'm always struggling, guys. I think I really cleanly did the skin tone, so I think they should be an upper layer. Some uppermost layer. Yeah, I think they're like they're completely flatted in perfectly. He's so old, he's so old. My grandma with dementia, every time she sees her reflection, she doesn't know it's her and will judge. I could see myself doing this all the time. Oh my god. That's sad. My grandma had a stroke forever ago. that I had like stories and things, but I don't know if I should tell them. So I'm not going to. She's just a lady. And my mom sometimes watches these, so I don't want to say anything I'm not supposed to. family secret still shall stay a secret. Yes. You know what? My grandma's house, big inspiration for the magpie. Like, one of the main inspirations for the magpie was my grandma's house. It's just funny because it's all set in northern Ontario and they're not really up north. That's my other grandparents. They were up in northern Ontario. So it's like a mix of both of them. Right what you know. You know? It's not sad. Girl was happier with dementia, honestly. Genuinely part of her brain with insecurities dissolved and she was really social. Party animal with the memory of the memory care home. Your grandma's house was a dark labyrinth with piles of bodies inside. Not human skulls, but I did I did find a few more corpses there than I would have liked to in my life. Yo. That's good. My grandma's also been a happier, nicer person after the stroke, so sometimes, you know. Six-layer minimum. This page must be giant. What are we working with here? Crop and resize. Oh yeah, you're a big one. You're a big boy. Let's try 2800. Done. Sometimes brains just need a factory reset. That's true. I feel like it's the principle, like, it's like when you get, like, I don't know if it's a factory site. I think it's decay, actually. Well, like, I learned a lot about electroshock therapy, and that's basically it is like an induced seizure, and it's kind of supposed to be like a little reset, a little brain reboot. I'm less against it than I used to be. I heart brain rots. Brains just need to rot sometimes, guys. I think it's more that, like, she couldn't, like, losing mobility. Like, it's kind of like when I was crazy and I was, like, put into a home. Not a home. I was put into the mental hospital because I was crazy. I think that's kind of part of it, is like they can, like, there's like all, like, if you're in a good place and they take care of you good and you can't get up to trouble, you can't get up to all the trouble in your life, all the bad things you were up to, it's surprising how it can turn your life around. A little vacation in little what is it, grippy sock jail. He was in the nut house. Also, why am I not surprised by that? Thank you. I don't know how to feel about this, but I need trouble and trouble needs me. Valid, I suppose. Did you enjoy the coloring pages there at the mental hospital? I like the puzzles. I did a lot of puzzles. and I did a lot of writing on paper. There's a piano there, and that's kind of what made me want to learn to play piano. Was the thought that if I ever have a mental breakdown again, I can impress everyone else at the mental hospital with my sick piano skills. That said, the mental hospital I did go into here because I moved. They don't have a piano, and I hate the psychiatrist. So I'm never going back, even if I need to. Screw that. Explain that one to my therapist. I'm very sane nowadays, which is what all sane people say. But for reals, I am so sane. Ugh, my grandparents' roommate in the dementia home flashed. Yeah, they do that, don't they? All I hear about old people homes is old people love getting in trouble. I mean, what can their caretakers even do? Ground them? I'm not necessarily sane, but I'm not necessarily insane. What is insane but a social construct? I'm so glad I went to the mental hospital. Just ignore everything. I'm just so glad I got the experience, because that is such peak writing experience points. Because I have someone who goes to the mental hospital, and now I got it. Except they aren't in a modern mental hospital, so it doesn't really help me at all. However, you see. There was an old lady with like dementia at the mental hospital that I went to one of the mental hospitals I went to, because I'm a connoisseur now. And I felt bad. She spent like the whole time trying to escape. Trauma is such good research. True. Dementia? It's like old people brain. It's when your brain it's when you're older and your brain becomes soup. People with dementia do sometimes try to escape, to be honest. Like from the not mental homes. Yeah, no, it makes sense. I just felt really bad. She got locked up in the bad boy room. And you could just hear her banging on the walls and screaming. It was very very insane asylum coded. And then there was like another lady who was experiencing like psychosis, I think, and she gave me a hedgehog. There wasn't an actual hedgehog. Like it was she was delusions. But she was like, here, hold this hedgehog. And I was like, oh, okay. Because I'm socially awkward, so basically the brain gets holes in it. Yeah. I feel like we just gotta hook up old people to video games. They would love it, to be honest. Well, eventually old people will be gamers. We become closer and closer to a time where the old people are the gamers. I want my grandpa, former cowboy with Red Dead Redemption 2. Got holes in my mouth. Well, that's called your it's called your esophagus. I'm sorry. You kind of need a hole in your mouth. That's kind of the whole point. But old people right now, for real, gotta embrace these video games because I know they're bored AF in those homes. Yeah. There's a whole lot that needs to be done about homes in general. Because there's like I'm reading a book about institutions, mental institutionalization, and the construction of the concept of mental disability. And there's factors into creating like some of the most horrifying situations ever. And it always has to do with like having populations that are like secluded from like the world, basically, like not having a lot of free access in and out of the place for like people to visit and stuff, and things being very closed off, and underfunding is another part of it. I forget the other factor. But yeah. They're just like rife for abuse. And that is like a big... That's like the latest big like institutionalization, like WTF was definitely the nursing homes in Canada. For sure. I went to my grandma's care home to help her move, and it was extremely sterile and depressing. Can't imagine living in a place like that with nothing to do all day. Yeah. I'm scared to meet my boyfriend's grandma because I know how to talk to old ladies and girls in her late 60s. She's like the boomer kids, my besties. I'm sorry. I'm sure that made sense, and I'm just over my head. Yeah, my grandma's home is bopping because they have like the dining hall or whatever, and it gets rented out sometimes to have to host our giant family. Yeah, it's bopping. They have a little dog. They get to keep their little dog in there, which I think is cool. And just yeah. Yeah. It's called a man bun when you got your hair tied up like that. Isn't it called a man bun? Wait, like this? What? It's not a. It's a man bun if a man has their hair tied up in a bun, but if it's a woman, it's just a bun. That's her mom. Am I in the right layer? Yes. Okay. Is that the scarf or the hood? I'm so bad at telling what's the hood and what's the scarf. I think this is hood and not scarf? No. Opinions? On this part of her clothes right here, that's like closest to her neck. Is that the scarf or is that a hood? Is that her hood? I wait your opinion. I think it would be the hood. I'm not sure on this one. Yeah. I think I'll go with hood. I can't tell, man. That's fair. Oh, maybe this would give us some clues. It looks like her hood. It looks like her hood is kind of like that part. So I think that was the hood that we colored in. It's the joy of old art, figuring out what I'm looking at. Yeah, it's the hood. Yeah, I think so. So I know she has a hood. Doesn't put it up though. She's too cool. As of volume 6, I finally commented on the fact that Dennis is not wearing a hat. Or did I? Maybe Dennis is dead. I can't tell you. I remember when I was asking if I'm at the point where Dennis is dead or not, and I didn't mean it like that, and now I'm just gonna lean into it. Hypothermia is radical. No hats for Dennis, he's a hat hater. True. He's blind, how can he hear with a hat on? He needs his ears out to figure out where he is. Echolocate, like blind people do. Okay, there's like a little bit of echolocation you can do, but not. I'll read about blindness and visual impairment and learn about things. And the one that's getting me recently is how do you fill up a cup? And some people are like, you put your finger there at the edge to feel when it reaches the top, and other people were like, you can hear when it's about to be full. And now I've just been listening to cups as they're filling a lot more. Why do you spell hats with an apostrophe? I know. I don't know. Hats are for the weak. Hat is R for the weak. Hats what is... What are they doing? Okay, I'm not focused enough. I'm gonna switch gears. I'm gonna start working on filling some whites in because I'm not. I'm a little too silly. I'm not figuring. I don't understand what I'm looking at currently. I can't figure out layers right now, so we're gonna do some color in the white layers. Actually, I came up with an idea. I'm gonna see if it works. So what I was gonna do was I was gonna take this, And I was gonna copy it. And then I was gonna paste it. No, because it has the white. I don't want the white. I'm not gonna do anything fancy. I give up. Oh. we're just gonna be lazy. I'll figure out my new fancy idea later. I've seen some blind people wear things behind their ears that basically funnel sound more efficiently into the ears. The problem is that you might have issues with some narrow doorways. Huh. It's like half circle shaped things. Hard to describe what they look like, to be honest. No, that's fair. That's valid. That's fair. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? Why are you such a crybaby? Just being mean to Dylan for no reason. I love the people hopeful that Evan's mom is a nice person. Like, they know deep down she's not, but, like, they're hopeful. They're like, I hope Evan's just making it up in his head. And I'm just like, the only good parents... Well... You know what, in Pretty Mouth, the only good parent is Monster Dad. I don't know how I feel about the various parents in Magpie, honestly. I'm sure Evan's fine, guys. I'm sure his mom is not homophobic. And he's just being a little silly head. I think he's just nervous for no reasons. It feels weird writing, like, anything in, like, the recent past. And you're just like, oh man, that's how things were. And then people, like Zoomers, not getting it. Pains me. Gen Alpha or whatever. Where you're just like you're just throwing out the casual homophobia because you're being authentic and real. And they're like, whoa. What the hell? The one that always gets me is people being shocked that Canada is... There's racist people in Canada or whatever. Like, why is this surprising? Same with, like, homophobia and stuff. Like, yep. We got that. Ain't racism everywhere? Yeah, for real. I think it's the specific types of racism that surprise them. I think it's that things aren't as different here as in, like, the rest of, like, the northern states or whatever. I think it, like, surprises people that the Ku Klux Klan was here. And all that entailed. And I think people are surprised, like, today, like, there's still people that, like, there's people in Canada that, like, will have, like, the Confederate flag. It's ridiculous. On stuff. It's usually because people in the US don't know anything about Canada and just figure it's automatically more developed socially, morally speaking. Yeah, I think the thing about Canada is, like, we like to think of ourselves like that. Canada's a lot less diverse. Not that it isn't diverse, it's just there's a lot more diversity in the States. Which on it makes sense if you think about it. It makes historical sense why that would be the case. What's your opinion of putting beans on toast? Disgusting. I don't know. I don't care. I just don't. I don't love toast. I have a lot of problem just eating like bread, mushy, anything that wets bread, and beans are just too wet. So no thank you. That's my opinion. I was researching like what I specifically was researching today was I was trying to like get a good understanding of the Canadian like healthcare system in the past and like how it developed and when was like when was Tommy Douglas doing all that stuff? So that was in the 60s. So that's I now know that. I knew it before, but I don't know. It's hard to keep all the dates in my head. Does he have his little handsies out? He does. Tommy Douglas fought the federal government for free refills on coffee. My favorite quote. I love bread. I love bread too. I just also have trouble eating it sometimes. I had a chili horseshoe once and it was pretty good. Okay, his little handsies are out. I'm a big fan of bread and butter. My tastes are advanced. I like bread and butter. I just specifically, I don't know. I have like a thing. Certain breads. I'm very picky about breads. My body just rejects them. It has nothing to do with my preference. I don't know. It's like a autism thing, probably. Like, I'll just spit things out. My mouth is like, no. Bad texture, will not swallow. Should the doll be white? Oh, someone's sighing. You're in love. I'm so happy for you. Who's the lucky lady? My favorite new comment is on Avo, and it's Juliet equals gay question mark IDK. That's my favorite comment now. Juliet gay? They're on to you, Jules. In contrast to show, I can shove most things in my mouth, including my own foot. I mean, I can put things in my mouth. I'm not gonna finish that. I'm no. The allegations remain. You know, I feel like if I don't commit to saying this, then I'm just, everyone's gonna think I'm straight again. But I don't need to dance for your approval. Ugh. I forgot that Dennis gets like clawed up all over his little face. And then it just never dealt with. Same with Dennis. They're just little clawed up fellas. Ursula forgets too, and she's like not included the injuries sometimes, and I have to remind her. I can eat food? Whoa. Hold on, scamp. You telling me that you can eat food? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I have to see it. Well. I feel like I feel like as a teen, I feel like I have had like, do you feel like you could get like a hyper fixation on like transphobia? Do you think that could be a special interest? Cuz I spent so much time. I am so good at transphobia. I love writing homophobia. My special, my my, wait, what is it called? My special interest is bigotry. I have a character who's had a black eye for 40 pages because only a day has passed in the story, and yes, I forget it basically every time, and I have to go back to add it. Yeah. I'm really interested in how people feel about Margie's face. I'm genuinely interested because I have a feeling most people think that she has vitiligo, and in color, it's very clear that she doesn't. That's me in my teens when I was into trans medicalism. Oh, same. Way too. I learned all the trans stuff. I was so hyper focused on like trans stuff, but I also just loved. And I guess I'm still like this. I really love just watching horrible people. It just, yeah. I like writing people who are horrible, like Dada and stuff. I remember. Okay, speaking of, so when I was in school, I had a law class, right? You know, have to study the law, and we had to do a constitutional debate or something. I think, yeah, it was like a debate that focused around like constitutional rights or whatever. And this was like before trans stuff was really common. And I was trans. Shocking, I know. And I had a partner, and I decided I wanted to talk about like trans issues because, you know, that's my hyperfixation. And my partner came to me and she's like, I don't want to do the negative side of this because I have like trans friends and I'd feel really uncomfortable. You know, when you think about it, I guess that's kind of. It was funny just like as a trans person, but honestly, if you're going to be transphobic, you might as well be a trans person and do it. And I slayed. I wrecked her. I repped transphobia so hard. And then I got an alright. I got a good grade. I got points deducted for like not having like some of my arguments were emotional appeals, and I'm like, yeah, because there's nothing else. It's because it's not my fault that I have been tasked with defending the wrong side of this. Oh, but I crushed her. And I sent trans rights back at least 5 years. I'm sorry, guys. Hi, guys. Hello, animated escapism. Hello, hello. Sorry, I'm now just thinking about all it. What's the topic? I missed it. Transphobia. I'm sorry. I was just talking about when I had to be transphobic for school for a class, and I did great at it. Probably the best I haven't been to many political or seminar classes. I got suspended in high school due to some kerfuffles with someone in a political class. Oh no. I had bad takes in high school, I'll be real. I had amazing trans takes because I was super well researched because it fascinated me, but like I was still like a teenager with dumb takes. Honestly, actually, my political takes as a 13-year-old were way better than my political takes as a 21-year-old. I got the worst opinions, but now I returned to my Tumblr era as an adult. It's like, I was right. It's just funny. I'm a straight female, and my daughter has been thinking of becoming trans. Wait, she's not white. Oops. Oopsies. Guys, you can't let me color in Amanda. I'm wasting my time. I had a coworker ask me if I accepted my daughter. I was like, what the fuck would I not? Why the yeah. I know now I know I might have worded it wrong, but don't come for me. Why? Okay, that makes sense. It makes sense to not get everything right. I think everyone it's a lot. It's a lot. When you're deep in the sauce, you know all the things. It's definitely I don't know. I don't know. I've lost the track. What I was going for. I mean, yeah, I was afraid to come out, and it was like a time where like no one, I mean like it was a lot more like not in the know, I guess. I don't know what schools are like now or whatever. Like non-binary wasn't like a very common word. Because I was like the first person at my school to be a they them for a while, which was wild. Because I'm not a they them anymore. Not my thing. This is really touching. Yeah, it's wild because like I had friends who whose parents did not take well to them, like not even the trans thing, just like perceived being gay. Like they were like banned from being our friend, and a whole other bunch of abusive fun stuff. And I had like another friend who'd been like kicked out of her house and stuff. And it's just wild to me that that's a thing. I can't even remember how I came out to my parents. Very mixed reactions from my entire family, and almost all of them were unexpected. You learn who actually loves you really quick. I came out via email? I came out via email to my father. And then I got a whole bunch of DMs from my mom. And it's like, ugh, ratted me out. Ugh. Well, I was like 18, so like I wasn't... Man, I was 18 when I came out, because I came out because I'm like, I'm 18, I want to go on hormones, you can't stop me. And then they proceeded to not stop me, but like I kind of was like alone at it, and that sucked. Via email, wow. I do a lot via email. I've like I do most of my therapy via email because I have a lot of trouble speaking, surprisingly. I have like that selective mute problem, I think, which is like anxiety, I guess. Like they didn't try and stop me. I guess they like my mom tried to like persuade me out of it because she was worried that like I was not informed or whatever. But it's like, girlie, you're the one not informed. But it's also fair because like it wasn't super well known or whatever. Oh, it's good that you did go through it regardless. It does take a lot of strength. I know. So powerful. Oh, God. So many hoops. I was 16 or 17, can't remember. My mom was doing her best to be supportive, but things moved very slowly. High school was hell because I couldn't convince my parents to change my name as a minor. That sucks. What I learned that you could just change your nickname at school. Like I know they're like working to like make that not something you can do, which is really stupid because like nicknames. My parents were so mad at me when I changed my name because they didn't know I was like trans or anything. Like it wasn't a trans thing. I just changed my my name on the on the school to Bones, and my mom was like, that better not be on your graduation thing. I'm like, it's my nickname. It's not gonna be on there. It's fine. And it proceeded to be fine. My name is not Bones. That is my nick. It is just legitimately my nickname. It has never been my legal name, my legal name. That said, wouldn't it be funny if I just had bone, like I get buried, right? I'm dead, and I just have a tombstone that says Bones, because it would be true, regardless of if it's my name or not. Bones in life, bones in death. Bones lowercase. Oh, there's some hands I missed. In my state, the level of support offered to students is at the discretion of the individual school. My school fronted themselves as LGBT supportive while doing nothing to change their policies. That sucks. There wasn't really anything like LGBT specific. Okay, I'm not sure. There wasn't like, it wasn't so much LGBT. I think I just was working within system because they hadn't thought about trans people existing at that point. So you could just change your nickname. Like you couldn't change your pronouns or anything. Have you read the Night Huntress series? There's a character named Bones in it, and it reminds me of your name. No, I've not read that. I often get reminded of my name. Bones just, people just be having bones and stuff. It's crazy. Now for the page that everyone forgets about. Why is her jaw gone? What happened to Amy's jaw? Why aren't they weirded out by her jaw? I'd be freaked out by a freak like that. That's what you sound like, guys. Not you guys. A Webtoons commenters. Why aren't they constantly commenting on her disability that they have been aware of since they were in grade 2? Amy respect privileges provoked by the Webtoons. Ugh. It's just they all forget this scene. They don't. There's always like an ask. There's always questions about what happened to Amy, and it is kind of my fault because I don't think I introduced Amy good enough before showing this horrible ending. So a lot of people didn't process that there's something different about her jaw. So like I get it, but it also annoys me. You know, it was a failure on my part to communicate, but now I have to deal with it forever. Ugh, it's the worst when you get better at writing. You get good at writing, and then everything you wrote before is not good enough, but it's also good enough. I don't know, it's weird. It's weird, it's weird. Oh, my foot is bouncing. Gotta get back to writing. Writing, having anxiety. Woo. Have y'all thought about using Clip Studio Paint? I do use it. I just don't have it on the iPad. I did all my verticalizing in it. We used to do it all in Clip Studio Paint. But now it's like Procreate works, so why change, you know? I just need to get better at changing when things get bad, because I stayed on Adobe way too long just because of familiarity, which is not something I want to do. Which one's Amy? Which one of you is Amy? Which one's Sammy? Sammy, Tammy, and Amy. Too bad it's not Amy, right? Oh, guys, guess which one's which? Mentally bracing myself for people doubting my blind character's blindness because he knows the direction sound is coming from. I'm trying to figure out if I want to use Clip Studio Paint or Procreate. Which do you prefer? I don't have Clip Studio Paint on the iPad, so I wouldn't know. It's hard to say. I think Clip Studio Paint is more robust. Procreate is a mystery. Procreate wraps all of its prompts and abilities behind riddles, but once you solve the riddles, it's fine. And Clip Studio is just the one I use on my computer instead of like Photoshop. And I know Ursula's been using Affinity as well. Which is like a creative suite, I think. In a similar way that... Comics, woohoo? Yeah. It is comics, woohoo. Woohoo to you too. We're drawing a really happy, friendly, family game. Just a game. It's all fake. Okay, nothing bad is happening. It's just fake. It's just for it's just jokes. So it's a dream sequence. We're about to find out which one's Sammy and which one's Amy. So we have to vote. Is Amy in the black shirt or the white shirt? Hope to make a comic one day. I mean, all you gotta do is put your pencil to some paper and you could make one instantly. Doesn't have to be good. In fact, it's better if it's not good. Your first one. It's better to have things exist. Unless, of course, you're too busy. Like life is just too much. Which is valid. I ain't judging. Oh, Brett, you're crazy, boy. You're just a guy having a bad day. Have a Snickers. Chill out. I'm voting white to be Quintarian. I'm voting black. Okay. Well, we'll find out in the next page, I'm pretty sure. So, we eagerly anticipate it. I've always accepted that I always lose at gambling. I'm going with Tuesday Arts. What app or software do you recommend for comic making? I don't know. Depends on what system you have. Like if you have an iPad, I guess I like Procreate. If you don't have an iPad, I don't know. Clip Studio, maybe. You can just get some trials. I think you have to buy Procreate or whatever, but it's pretty cheap as far as art programs go. Just get a few trials, see what you like, and then go. Pursue. Most of them have trials nowadays. Back in the days too, honestly. The Rainbow Road. Why are you crying? It's fine. I think there's like a white border that's supposed to be around these panels, which is why everything cuts off, so I'll have to add a little border when I actually do it, which is fine. It's something to keep in mind, I guess. That's all I'm saying. To myself. Ibis Paint is free. There you go. Yeah. The cost is basically like 100% of why I'm on Procreate instead of Clip Studio. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, and just don't pirate anything other than Adobe. I mean, don't ever pirate Adobe. It's not like they're getting sued for their terrible practices or anything. Like how they were, what was it? What are they being sued for? Isn't it like I'm going off the top of my head here, so don't quote me. But I believe it's because they didn't fully kind of disclose the fact that like when you sign up for like a subscription, it's like an annual subscription. So if you don't do the whole thing, so if you want to leave, you'd have to pay a fee to quit. You have to pay for like the rest of your year. But sometimes you need Adobe because they've cornered things. I had to get Adobe recently. I just got the free trial. God, I hate Adobe so much. I don't think there's... I don't know what is neck and what is... I think it's like a coat. I think like... Oh, I think that's like a strap. And then he's got like a... kind of like a wool-lined coat or something. What a red-looking beard. Oh, and his eyebrows. Alright guys, we're about to find out. After I finish these eyebrows, I'm pretty sure we figure out who it is. And if not, I'm gonna figure it out anyways. Alright, black or white for Amy. So whoever is not shot is Amy. The one who gets shot is Sammy. So let's see. Oh, here we go. Black shirt was Sammy. Wait, no, 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 Ursula. They're both in a black shirt now. They're both. We'll never know. We can piece this together. We can piece this together based on where they are. Oh, I think I made it crash. No. Oh my god, I keep opening the completed one. Okay, let's now I need to use like trigonometry to figure out who's dead. Okay. Sorry. I'm dying. I'm dying. I am literally Sammy right now. Okay. So I think I think Amy's in the white shirt cuz she's on that side. I think she's supposed to be in a white shirt in this picture. I think Sammy's Sammy is definitely getting shot, but I think Sammy's the one who's like definitively in a black shirt. I think right now Amy's aesthetically in a black shirt. Oh my god, that's so funny. Like I died. I died so hard there. Man, why do the men snap in this town? It's crazy. Girly, why? What happened? I love him. Him. I love that the writer can't even tell who died in your own story. Listen, I know who died. I don't know. They're twins is the problem. They're twins. I know which one's alive. This one's alive. Here she is. She lived. She's in a black shirt. I love Amy. We love Amy. Have you ever tried the album Long Season? No, I have not. Oh. I don't know, I'm just zoomed in on a picture. Maybe I'm just zoning out a little bit. Whoa, they kiss. Spoilers. Smooching. I do agree with the commenter that it's just like, oh my god, when are they going to like... There's so many like, just Trixie just like kissing and Amanda being, oh god. Where it's just like, can we get some not that? And we do. We get it pretty soon after. It's just valid. Oh, there was one weird comment a while back that got downvoted or whatever. It was like this whole thing about like why are webtoons, why are the gay relationships always so sexualized or something crazy. This is a long paragraph. I was like, I don't know, they're teenagers. It's not about them being gay, it's the fact they're teenagers. They were like complaining about like how fast the relationship happened, and I'm like, it's because they're in high school. It has nothing to do with them being gay. I would agree that yes, the Dennis Chris scene 100% has to do with them being gay. It's just me showing the gay to, like, it's very purposeful that I have them make out when they first see each other, and it's not even make out, it's just like a kiss. But like, I just, I just want people to know. But because meanwhile we have Juliet, who is not going to do kisses ever, okay? Totally never gonna kiss a dragon, and incredibly straight as straight can be. This is the straightest image ever created. Just two heterosexual women enjoying some dancing together. Oh, my little guy. I love him. He's so cute. Ugh, I can't wait for people to actually enjoy Aaron. We love that boy. Juliet just being as heterosexual as possible. Just dancing with a woman heterosexually. I feel like Trixie and Amanda weren't even sexualized. Like, what? Go look how fast straight relationships develop in comics, dude. For real. Straight, just straight and as straight. She gayed gaily. They're so cute. Someone said that Nikki is serving, and I am so happy. Do you know how many cis relationships between adults go faster than the speed of light? That too, for real. I feel like I'm gonna get a comment like that, even though I feel like it takes forever for the romance in the comic to be acknowledged. Yeah. This is peak heterosexuality. Just two heterosexuals. I mean, a little heterosexual, right? This lady is she is, man. Nikki just is. Oh. Girly just is. Did everyone like the stream? I didn't. You guys missed Ursula, those who weren't early. Ursula was here. Look at you staring at dresses, Juliet. I can't wait to get back to this. But I have to finish this first. I'll only 400 pages, guys. And then I got like 150 of these pages to do. Damn, I'm here. And here's to another 10,000 years without Ursula. It's true. Because, yeah, you show up later in the stream, which is fine. You do. We've determined this, and she's only ever going to be at the beginning of the stream. This is my art. This is my drawing abilities. I love this picture. That's my dog. I'm a late head. I don't know what this is. I don't know what the context of these images I was drawing. You can see my Cucumber Quest studies. Drawing deer. This one's cute. You've captured the essence of a dog. That is just Serena to the max. She is just like that. I don't know what her deal is. Girly is crazy. She's just got these... She's got ghost eyes, right? Whoa, that's so white. Like, chill here. There we go. Gotta get the 6B pencil. I don't know how to draw her anymore. It's just the big eyes. And then she's got her stupid little ears. And she just always looks like you've murdered her. No, it's a very human stance. I haven't drawn doggos in forever. The problem with this is like I'm like stuck between like doggos and like deer. So like this is neither deer nor doggo. Moose dog. That's why you need references, guys. The moose have they're like a barrel on stilts. Moose got like crazy legs that are like that. Just, like little. They don't have the wide stance. They always overlap. Really weird. And then they're like, oh, I got a big head and a whoosh, and a stupid tail and bleeding antlers. Oh, I'm a moose. I don't know what I'm doing. Very blessed to have gotten a dog tutorial. Thank you. Elephants and bears are like this. Both elephants and bears, they both start with this shape. Because like you can do the little elephant feet, and then they've got like these really long hoofs. And then you attach an elephant head to it. And it's like, whoa, it's an elephant. They've got very that shape, but then you can also do that shape. And you give it a little head, and instead of hoofs, you give it paws, and that's the bear shape. They're just like, no, that's a dog paw. They're plantigrade, right? Yeah. Bears are plantigrade, so they're on their hands. And then they sit all stupid with their dumb little feet. That's when you do that, and then it's a panda. I don't know how to draw cats, I'm sorry to say. They're just too flat. And this is Serena. I'm just drawing Serena again. But she's a cat. Cats are just too flat. That's their issue. They're just too flat in the face. If you had to choose a song for your theme song, what would you choose? Oh, I don't know what for me personally, like my theme song, I walk onto the scene and this song plays. I don't know. I keep doing Dear Pete's. I don't know what that is. Yes? I don't know, man. That's a big question. Oh, I wonder what bat it was. Because I saw a bat. It was a dead bat, so I took a bunch of pictures of it. And posted it online onto the. No, that's not how that works, is it? It's like a hand. They got their little one. So it's like that. Is it that? And then they attach at the tail. It's fingies. Yeah, but I found the bat. I took pictures of it and put it on the natural step. So I need to look at that and figure out what kind of bat it was. Because it was like some sort of like evening bat because it had the little face. Little stupid bat face. And the big ears. I love bats so much. It's sad what's happening to all the bats in North America. I think it's mostly the East Coast now, right? Where all the bats are dying because of the white nose disease. Yeah. They're so little. They're so small. They're teensy weensy. And they have their babies, and they only have like one pup. They're not like mice. Sorry, I was about to end the stream was what I was doing, and then I got distracted. Do you like vultures? I love vultures. Vultures are amazing. There was like a whole, I forget what a group of vultures are, but there was a whole bunch of them just sitting on a house a while back. They're so cute. I love them. If you can draw a bat, then you can draw a cat. Same flat faces. Bats do not have flat faces. Like, they've got little snoots. Bats got like, because like if you look at any bat skull, it's kind of like that. They've got the little, yeah, their little eyes. They're always like that. Then cat skulls have a cat skull. Yeah, they're more like, have one right behind me. I have a cat skull to look at. They're like that, right? They got the big eyes. Got huge eyes. They got their long ass teeth. That looks like a pig. You know what I mean? They've got way flatter faces. They're way broader. A group of vultures is called a committee, venue, or volt. Yeah. Bats have pretty long mousy kind of faces, but they're not mouse, cause like obviously like, oh, my battery's on my pen, cause like a rat or like a mouse, they've got like the orange teeth, and then they've got their skull, and then they've got that big space right there between the teeth, and then they have their back molars that are like that. So it's like, it ends up being like a very similar kind of shape, but like bats have like the sharp teeth that are like for eating insects. Whereas rodents have like the gnawing teeth. And then the back ones, and their little eyes. And they've got like, I think it's like they've got like a lot of spot for like a lot of muscle in there, because they've got like such powerful jaws, like most rodents do. Whereas bats, everything's happening with their little ears. I like collecting skulls. I have a lot of them. All right. So I'm gonna officially leave and get back to what I was doing before stream. Thank you for showing up. I will be back. Oh, I'm not streaming soon. Oh, I will not be back. Okay, goodbye. There we go. I will be back tomorrow. It'll be crazy. Everyone will have a great time. See ya. Oh, I